We've been very reckless. We have.
I'm trying to see his
He
eyes.
probably up there looking at us right now. I do have something that I feel like is really helping and working wonders for helping me wake up in the morning.
Nikki!
So I'm gonna take my camera. Okay, so we are back. Let me just explain to y'all, because this is my first time doing a healthy reset vlog about what I'm doing. And while you're here, please make sure you go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to follow me on my health journey. So I'm going to implement more health vlogs. My channel was built on healthy product reviews and also healthy vlogs, but now I do more general vlogging, and then I'm going to incorporate healthy vlogs about once a week as well too. So go ahead and join the fam if you're not not already part of it. But back to the whole vibe of this video, let's talk about the first step of what my reset is going to look like. You already saw us go to the store. The first step is I have a day off today. So basically after dropping off the kids, went to the grocery store, we re-upped on some items, and we're going to meal prep. So I've already started off this year very strong with working out again. I started very small, making sure I did a body activity every day that was trackable or loggable. So it's either going to show up in my Apple Health Fitness log, or it shows up in my Peloton fitness log for my workouts for my Peloton. And whether it be something as light as a stretch or as heavy as a boot camp workout, I made sure that I did something every day. What happened is, from starting off with small, simple activities and just seeing the success of getting it done every day, no matter how short it was, I began to crave higher intensity workouts. And now I'm at the point where I think I've got that down. I got a workout partner who digitally joins me at 6 a.m. every morning. I have my boyfriend who, when he's here, he joins me physically in the morning, and we all do a workout at 6 a.m. That has helped tremendously. So that was the first part of resetting my body for the physical activity. But now it's time to stop eating so damn much, okay? We've been very reckless. We have. I am not saying anything negative about my shape, but this is about health. This is about joint health. This is about skin health. This is about energy. And my body is not optimal at the size I'm at now. I'll insert a picture here of when I was at my lowest weight in the last 5 years. Was on my lowest weight. Don't necessarily want to get back there, but I do want to get back close to it and manage my diet better. So what we got, we'll just do a quick run through. We're not gonna go through every item, but the main focus was proteins, because I'm gonna go start tracking my food again. We'll get to that later. Proteins, proteins, proteins. So that's the center focal point of what I need for the next few days for meal prep. So we got, from Kroger, we got salmon. We got turkey sausages. Just for some ideas, you can do like bowls. You can cut these up and saute them and do bowls, or you can just eat the turkey sausage with a side. It's up to you. From Sprouts, I love their Jamaican jerk shrimp. I thought I got some carnitas, but I didn't. But we got plenty of stuff. You can make wraps with these. They can go in a salad. They can go in a sandwich. They're delicious. Ground turkey for spaghetti. The great thing about this is when I show you the vegetables, the sauce is going to be central. So the kids can have regular old spaghetti, but I'll show you for my meal prep what me and Zach are going to have. And then, of course, some good old chicken. I am not a health nut. I am a regular person who has interest in being healthier. Okay, there's a difference. And so therefore, my goal is not always lean, the best, the fittest, the least amount of chemicals. My goal is small changes. Once I get the small changes down, we'll go to bigger things. So this ain't free range, roam, organic, chemical free. My chicken never had a day of stress in their life type chicken. It is bone in, skin on chicken thighs. And I don't really care for breasts, but I will eat them. Oh, and I forgot another protein. So again, this is not perfection, okay? This ain't perfection. This is about what's doable for me, which in essence, what's doable for you is perfection. What's doable for me is perfection, because it gets me to doing better, okay? Anything is relative. It's relative, okay? So we got hot sausage. I did look for turkey because I specifically needed ground sausage. They did not have turkey. I wasn't going to pay $25 for it at Sprouts, and I wasn't going to continue to go around to different stores. So we have hot pork sausage ground, and I'll tell you when I pull out the other vegetables what this is for. So that's the main thing for the proteins. I'm aiming to get 100 grams of protein a day. FitnessPal gives me 90, I think, for maintaining. I have more weight. I have more muscle mass than what is necessarily registered with regards to weight. So anytime I get a simple weight height calculation, it doesn't take into consideration my muscle mass. So I want to lean down while maintaining my muscle and burning fat. I need a little more protein than 90 grams. So my goal is 100 a day, especially when I'm doing weight training. So now let me show you, what are we gonna show you next? So if and when I do decide on to use bread, it's going to be either this flax and chia seed bread from Kroger, which I love. It has 4 grams of dietary fiber in it. So again, while it is carb heavy, this won't be, I'm not going to be making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and stuff like that. That's just not what's about to happen. Oh, and guys, excuse me, I have a new camera. So if it's like, why is she leaning over and not knowing where to stand? I'm still learning this camera. Anyway, so this will be for like avocado toast when I so desire. And if I just want some bread, it's going to be this. Because of the fiber content, the chia seeds, the flax, all of that in it. Most of the time what we'll be doing is wraps, and I got these carb balance wraps from Mission. They're very soft. These have, okay, so they have 19 grams of carb, but they have 15 grams of dietary fiber. So if you're into low carb and all that, you know about net carbs. Net carbs in this is 4 grams per tortilla. So basically a gram of fiber cancels out a gram of carb. I don't know how accurate that is, but I figure, hey, why not? It's a healthy swap out. I can't, you know, I'm trying. So this is for if I want a sandwich. Most of the time I'll be grabbing this so I can wrap any of my proteins that you just saw. Because what's going to happen is most of the proteins are going to get cooked separately, with the exception of the ground turkey. They're going to get cooked plain and set to the side so you can mix and match it with what you want. So if you want to make a wrap, here, you can make a wrap out of it. It's up to you. And then for potatoes, we have red potatoes. This is more so going to be for my boys at first, because what I have and what me and Zach have are sweet potatoes. So this is good on its own for breakfast, as long as you don't put too much butter and sugar and all that stuff in it. You can have it alone, mash it up, add some flavor into it, but also for a roasted red potato breakfast kind of hash, this is what this and the sausage is for. So the sausage was what y'all wanted, turkey sausage. We're gonna make these taste good, dice them up, and do a delicious breakfast hash as an option for breakfast. Okay, why am I doing this? Why am I don't know. Then we also have our run-of-the-mill brown rice. Why brown over white? Well, brown typically digests slower and is slower to spike your blood sugar. So it raises your blood sugar but doesn't spike it. Now, we won't get too deep into this right now, but I've been doing an intermittent fasting journey as far as research. I have not consistently implemented intermittent fasting, but what I do take away from it is, one, it's important to have periods of time where you don't consume any calories to let your body rest and heal. 2, but when you do eat, the biggest thing that's associated with disease, with premature death, with all of those things, is how much you spike your sugar throughout the day. The more spikes you have throughout the day, the more likely you are to have health issues, the more likely you are to have premature death and all of that. So brown rice, while it does raise your blood sugar, does not spike it, because when you spike it, it then crashes, and that's when you deal with excessive cravings, energy crashes, all that good stuff, okay? So brown rice, flax and chia bread, red potatoes. On to our next category of foods for meal prep. Okay, so it's very important to remember, I'm not going through every single item. I'm just giving you some ideas based off of what I got, okay? Not going through everything. So for my veggies, again, if you have some proteins already made, you can do so many things with just you can put them in a wrap, you can eat them by themselves, you can put them on a salad. So it's important, if you want to have food all times to grab, to have something that you cooked and you flavor, but it's not necessarily always a full dish. Because now with the spinach, because that's what I prefer, is either spinach or romaine salads, and that's family friendly because all the kids love spinach. Zach loves spinach. I think the dog might love spinach. Okay. Also great for eggs, which was one of my other proteins. I forgot to mention that. I'm gonna have to like insert it or put, I don't know where to look either. Do I look here? Do I look there? Y'all, I don't know where to look at this camera. Eggs was one of my other proteins, but for eggs, it's great for omelets. We have these Asian style salads, which I love. I love all styles of them. I think it's just because the crunch of the cabbage, which is usually is what Asian style chopped salads are usually made with. I love the crunch of the salads, and I love the Asian style dressing, and it's also usually lighter than like the cream based dressing. So that kale, great for getting iron into the diet. This I'm sauteed. It's more like a collard green texture by the time I finish with it, but kale is healthy. Eat it with whatever you can eat. Some of it raw in the wrap, and most of it will be getting sauteed. Then for the grill, Zach's gonna do some zucchini, which is one of my favorite vegetables, and he's going to do some corn, which is one of the kids' favorite. You know how that goes. You're a parent. Mushrooms, they need to be cooked. They'll go somewhere in something. We're just gonna cook them. And then I have some Brussels sprouts from Sprouts. Brussels sprouts from Sprouts, get it? Anyway, because I love Brussels sprouts and they're delicious. And I love them when they're kind of burnt, but that's a whole other story for another day. Next category. Now, I know a lot of people put their nose in the air about ready-made foods. But again, the reality is if you are going from a standard American diet, which abbreviated is SAD, SAD, that should tell you something, and to try to improve from just eating mindlessly and indulging a lot of those things, you gotta do what you gotta do. The standard American schedule coupled with the standard American diet is hard to go from 0 to 100, from prepackaged, prepared, or cooked by somebody else to fresh, cooked by you, all organic, no added ingredients. Don't kill yourself or burn yourself out trying to overdo it. You'll go watch a documentary. A lot of those health documentaries, they're inspiring. Health books are inspiring. Other people's stories on Instagram are inspiring. But you take from those what is doable for you and chew on little nuggets of it. You don't try to go ahead and consume the whole meal at once. You will crash and burn. I am a big advocate for when you are starting a healthier eating journey to find the prepackaged items, not make your whole entire diet out of it if you can avoid it, but incorporate them. They will save you, because it could be between that prepackaged frozen meal and Burger King or whatever your weakness is. Five Guys for me. You'd rather have the prepackaged frozen meal. So these are prepackaged items. Not all of them are meals, but just things that are convenience foods. So this is not all the flavors I have, but I like to break my fasting period. Again, I'm not strict with my intermittent fasting, but the period from when I wake up, the first time I eat, I like to break my fast with something healthy. So I prepared to do it with one of these shots. I forget sometimes, but I bought some more because gut health is very important to helping maintain healthy sugar levels, which in turn helps maintain a stable, healthy appetite. When the blood sugars get out of whack, y'all, it's over. Also, a healthy gut is tied to your immune system. It's so much with gut health, but just know it's great to break your fast with one of these. If I don't, and I have a coffee, I put collagen in mine. I have a whole video on collagen peptides. You can watch it here, but we won't get into the details of that. Frozen meals, I will use a lean cuisine. Yes, I will. They're convenient. This isn't my favorite. My favorite is the maple bourbon chicken one, but it's in the garage freezer and I'm not going out there right now. Yes, I am on the Celsius train. I do not have these daily. I sometimes don't even have them weekly, but I like to keep them in the fridge now because they help. If I know I have goals or things I have to get through today, if it's between me skipping a workout because I need energy for work and I have to choose between the two, because that is the reality of our Western lives, okay, is that we have to pick between it. This helps me get through both. It just does. But I don't ever recommend these every day. I don't, okay? Because I love a soda, and for the longest time, I had gotten myself off of Cokes, and then I introduced them back. So now they're out, and I just don't want to consume a whole lot of calories from drinks, but I want fizz. So these are the two types of sodas that I will allow myself to have. Sprite Zero, again, we're not perfect. I don't want to hear about chemicals, blah, blah, blah. Just know that fake sugars, FYI, can also raise your blood sugar. I'm aware of that. You be aware of that too, but this is not going to be to the same extent if you grab one because you just need something fizzy and that's your drink for the day. Canadian Dry, clearly Canadian, OG from my childhood. It is not sugar free, but it's one of the lower in sugar, and it has pure cane sugar. It doesn't have all those dyes, and it's not too high in calories. I want to say 90 for this whole bottle. So clearly Canadian. And then of course, plenty of water. And then the main staple for prepared that I'm adding in, because it also helps me get my protein intake, are these Premier protein shakes. Now these are high protein, low carb, low sugar. They have about 30 grams of carbs per bottle. This in particular, I ordered from Amazon. I can put the link below. Woo. This is the Cake Batter Delight flavor. I like this and the chocolate. They're my two favorite. So this has 160 calories. They're intended to be either a meal replacement or like post-workout drink, like a healthy snack post-workout. But 160 calories, 3 grams of fat, 4 grams of carbs, 30 grams of protein. How they do it in these protein shakes, I don't know, but here we go. So it's good to have this on hand. Again, and they don't have to be refrigerated. So if you want to keep one in your car or at your workstation as a go-to when it's something else you want to, like when it's going to be a while before you eat and you don't have any way to go get anything at the moment, I strongly recommend also keeping something like a Premier shake or something like that around. I have pistachios. I have these Kind bars that are protein breakfast bars. Again, this is just grab and go stuff when I'm in a pinch. Dark chocolate, this is for when I just really want something sweet, because it's coming up on that time, y'all. Flo is in town. She ain't quite came by the house yet, but I can feel her presence as she gets closer, okay? So because I do have sweet cravings close to my cycle, a lot of times it's magnesium that the body is really craving for women, and apparently whatever, you know, you get a lot of it from chocolate, which hence is why a lot of women get chocolate cravings before their cycle. Dark chocolate is the best, and it'll give you more bang for your buck. It's great for energy. It has a lot of health benefits. So that's what we're doing. Enough of me rambling. I'll be back later to show you the outcome of the food prep with a lot of these items. And then I'll talk to you about some other stuff, because the reset day is not just about the food, but it's primarily about the food. We'll get into the other stuff later. Bye. I don't know why I'm out of breath, but now I just want to show you, for a part of my reset is making sure I have the tools that I need for the week or the next couple of days. And we're honestly going to say the next 3 days or so, because you don't want to overwork yourself, and you don't want to overwhelm yourself trying to prep for a full 7-day period. Take it 2 or 3 days at a time. Know what you're going to eat for the next 2 days. Know what your workout plan is and all of that. We'll get into that, but take it in small bites at a time. So let me show you next some of the tools that I recently got, or a tool. If you suffer from mid-afternoon crashes, or if you're trying to become a morning workout person and you find it hard to wake up, especially if you don't have somebody that is waking up to work out with you, I do have something that I feel like is really helping and working wonders for helping me wake up in the morning. If you suffer from winter blues, if you have seasonal affective disorder, if you're the type of person when it's gloomy for several days in a row, it affects your mood and your energy levels. If you have vitamin D deficiency, this helps. And it's something as simple as a light. It is called, hold on one second. Now this does not, from what I understand, stimulate vitamin D formulation in the body, but it is therapy to hit those parts of the brains that deal with waking up, with those hormones that wake you up and all of that. It's called a HappyLight. This is the one I got, HappyLight Luxe. It has 10,000 Lumes. I think that's how you say it. That's the strength of the light. But what it does, quick, let me read the box. It increases energy, boosts mood, and improves sleep. So from 15 to 30 minutes in the morning, because I am a snooze button hitter, okay? I hit that snooze button about a good 3-4 times before I finally get up. It's a bit ridiculous. But what this does is help wake you up sooner. It helps stimulate the hormone that is responsible for helping you wake up, especially on those days where the sun, if you're not rising and going to sleep by the sun, this is very important because some of us more than others are way affected by the sun cycle. Some people can get up at 4 in the morning, no problem. They're, get them about 10, 15 minutes, they're awake and ready to go. I'm heavily affected by the sun. So on cloudy days, on these stupid daylight savings time days where in the winter where we get up, so we're getting up and it's pitch black for a good 45 minutes to an hour. Turn this bad boy on for a little bit. You don't look directly at it. You see how bright it is from the camera? You don't look directly at it, but you turn it on. Hold on. You turn it on. And you kind of passively, your eye, it comes in, it works through your eye. So you can be reading, you can be scrolling your phone, you can be watching TV, and this is off to the side. You need to be kind of close to it. And what it does is stimulate that part of the brain, and it stimulates production of the hormone. I can't think of the name of it right now. I do apologize. It helps wake you up. It makes all the difference in me getting up for these workouts, and it helps stabilize mood, which also in turn, I'm not going to lie to you, helps with bored eating. You get what I'm saying? I didn't see any studies on that as far as appetite and these LED lights are concerned. But I promise you, if you find that you are a boredom eater, you eat to get a boost mentally, pop this light on instead and see if it's really just that you're tired and you're trying to eat to give yourself a sugar boost or energy boost. That will help kill that. Also, schedule your workouts for the next 2 days. So because I have a 6 a.m. partner for Peloton, I'm going in my app. Let's say I find a ride and I'm going to schedule it here. If you're not on Peloton, I don't know if you can see it. If you're not on Peloton, don't worry about it. Go in Google, go in your Gmail and set a Google Calendar reminder for your workouts. Treat it like just as important as you going to drop your kids off, getting to work on time, going to the bank. It's like you don't necessarily want to take a trip and ride to the bank, but you get paid at the end. Look at this as something as paying yourself. So what I do is I'm trying to stick to the 6 a.m. schedule. It's becoming a habit. I'm not quite there yet. Some mornings it's tough, but set it in your phone along with your alarms for the week. So that's what I'm doing now. And boom, scheduled. Okay, so also, I'm not the week. Y'all, it's Tuesday right now. I'm going to lay out my workout clothes for the next 2 mornings. So I don't even have to think about that. The less fumbling you do, the better. Again, small, little chunks to bite off. But I spent this whole day just preparing, cleaning, straightening up, but also doing what I need to do to have healthy habits for the next few days. So let me go do that. And when I finish with that, we're going to go downstairs and I'm going to actually show you meal prep for the next several days and the finished product. All right. Bye. Pause. I about jumped off too quick. Okay. So I told y'all I was showing you my tools that I'm using and making sure I have laid out to prepare for my healthy reset. Okay. Another item that I forgot to tell you about is my heart rate monitor. So basically I am nothing without logging my calories, my workouts, all of that. This is something that after a while, you won't need to. That is true. But if you find yourself falling off of your workouts, falling off of your diet, and when I say diet, I don't necessarily mean calorie cutting. I mean just whatever healthy style of eating you chose that works. Let's say you fall hard off of that for a month, 2 months, 3 months. Now you have to readjust and force yourself back into that way of eating before you enjoy that way of eating again. So what does that mean? You have to hold yourself accountable. What does that look like? Well, for me, that is tracking my heart rate, making sure that I get in a certain amount of minutes within every zone during the week, tracking my calories, making sure just tracking either calories, carbs, or protein. Ideally all 3, but right now I'm just trying to make sure I get protein in because I'm doing, what do we say again? Baby steps. That's right. So how do I track the calories, the activity? Well, this little device is a polar heart rate monitor. It's not that expensive. I got it off Amazon. It links to my Apple Health. It links to my Peloton fitness. It links to my FitnessPal. What is my FitnessPal? Well, if you haven't heard of it, it's a calorie tracker that is pretty extensive as far as how you can track calories and how you can track foods. Like, you can go into it specifically for low carb or ketosis. You can go into it and set it for intermittent fasting, I believe. You put in your weight, height, and it also speaks to your most workout equipment as well. Apple Health, this, and my Peloton, they all communicate, and my FitnessPal. So what I eat and bumped up against what I log for my food intake, and I'm getting a better picture of how I'm doing. I have to consistently do that for at least a month, if not 2, before now my body starts naturally eating at those levels and having activity at those levels to maintain. Does that make sense? So my FitnessPal app is definitely available on Apple. I believe it's available on Samsung, or what is it, Android as well. But I was trying to pull it up for you guys. I just reactivated it today or yesterday. This is the app. Y'all forgive me. This is a new camera for me, so I'm not quite getting how to get it to focus. There we go. My FitnessPal, right? And it's telling me how many calories. I have to go in and readjust my settings, which I'm also doing tonight, about my current weight, my goals as far as whether I'm doing calorie counting or macros, which is carbs, fat, and protein, and all of that, and make sure that it's still syncing with everything, so that when I do my workout, it adds. And you can set this to actually calculate with your heart rate monitor and any activity you do how much calories you should have for that day to still lose however much weight you set. I think you could set it to lose 1/2 pound a week to 2 pounds a week. I'm not really on this weight loss thing now that I know better. You know, it's not a terrible goal to have. I'm more about body composition. So sometimes the weight doesn't come off as fast as the inches do, especially when you have a lot of muscle mass. So I'm not really concerned about pounds, but I do want to make sure that I'm eating in balance with the level of activity that I'm doing at the bare minimum. And these are the tools that I'm using to do this. So this will go on top of my stack with my clothes for in the morning. So now I'm gone until I go to show you some of the dishes that I'm prepping and putting in the fridge for at least Tuesday, Wednesday. It's probably enough in there for Thursday too, but we'll see. All right. Bye-bye for real now. Bye. We're not looking at radicals. No, we're not. No. That's what he wants right there. Yeah, what he just put jump down on my hands. Oh no, I'm going back inside. You could have it. He can have a little zucchini, a little corn. He probably up there looking at you, right? Are you still out there looking for that raccoon though? Okay, so all the food prep is done. Kudos to Zed. Woo, yeah. So we plated everything together to make little meals. So I'm just gonna show y'all that real quick, and then we gonna go because I'm tired, boss. Dog tired. Here we have our meal prep. It's in batches of 2, so I'm just gonna show you the top one because it's the exact same thing underneath it. Here we have spaghetti squash and I can't even get it out. Here we have spaghetti, but it's made with spaghetti squash instead of noodles, and that's so that you can have fiber and cut back on the processed carbs. And then you have turkey, tomato-based sauce with ground turkey and mushrooms in it, if I can talk. Then this is like a breakfast bowl. I'm kind of going out of the order, but you get the gist. This is my intentions for this is a breakfast bowl. This is diced sweet potatoes with like this hot honey sauce drizzle over it, and hot ground sausage with peppers and onions. Might also throw an egg in there later, but I don't know. That's what that is. Here we have grilled turkey, chicken from the grill, sweet potatoes and zucchini. And here we have pesto salmon with the mushrooms that I showed you that need to be cooked, corn from the grill, and then the Brussels sprouts from Sprouts, and then a lemon to drizzle over all of that, which is going to be delicious. Here we have boiled eggs. That's good for a snack. I want to try mine with the orange pepper. If y'all seen the body of seasons, I have orange pepper or good old lemon pepper. We do have leftovers, so the good thing is, even though this is pretty much, our meal prep containers are pretty much at capacity, there's still enough leftovers to make other items with. So we're going to store these away so that in 2 to 3 days we can use this. This is ground spicy breakfast sausage. We're thinking maybe some low carb breakfast burrito wraps with that, or a good old omelet. We got extra corn, vegetables, that zucchini that we'll probably make later for something else. Then also as an option for breakfast or a snack, we have some overnight oats with chia seeds and yogurt in here, and then, you know, flavoring like cinnamon, brown sugar, stuff like that. Plenty of the proteins left over. So we still have extra chicken, we still have extra salmon, we still have the shrimp from Sprouts. So this is just automatic prep. So like for tomorrow, really this is just tomorrow and into the next day, we're off on a good foot. We don't have to worry about it, but there's enough cooked that we can then go back and prep maybe on, today's Tuesday, on Thursday for the weekend or something. So anyway, I just want to show you that, guys. All it takes is to just prep and plan a little bit. I'm not counting calories like that, like I already told you. I just want to get back on track. The kitchen is the hardest part. It's the hardest part. So now we're going to incorporate this and get back on track to where we should be. And I hope you guys got some good tips from this or some ideas. Let me know. Let me know what y'all do for meal prep. Let me know what goals y'all have that y'all trying to accomplish right now. Give me some ideas, y'all. But anyway, I hope you have a blessed week. I love y'all, and I'll talk to you guys later. Cupid, don't for me. Are you telling me this is a sign? She's looking in my eyes, and I don't see no other guy.